Hey guys, it's denipon here, and I wanted to let you all know that this league I'm planning to do a build diary series following along with my starter and to give you guys a little bit of advice and a little bit of experience of how my build or my league starter goes. So my plan for 3.27 is to play Root2's Fizz Dot Elementalist, a Ignite Reap Exsanguinate build, and I believe I'm going to be leveling as RF Elementalist. I did some practice runs where I played as a classic Armageddon Brand and Cremation, and I also played Firestorm, and honestly, I think that RF just feels like the coziest, like the most chill. It does take a little bit of knowledge where you have to save up your transmutes to make sure you are capped on your fire resistance, and to be able to afford some fire res rings. I watched DS Lily. She did an RF Elementalist run on YouTube, and I also use Pox's guides, Pox.net. The big reason why I chose RF over the other skill is just because it's like less intensive on the buttons I need to press. I think Firestorm is a lot of buttons. Armageddon Brand and Cremation or Armageddon Brand and Firestorm is like a lot of buttons that you're pressing. RF is just kind of like shield charging and frost blanking or flame dashing around and using RF to like kill everything. I'm also using Scorching Ray. I know some people use Fire Trap, but I'm using Scorching Ray just because it's really fucking funny to me. It's really funny to me. It's just like a funny skill. It makes me think I'm playing like D&D or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to try and wait until I get 2 stones before I swap over to Fizz Dot, or if I'm just gonna swap as soon as I get like my second ascendancy, because that will up the amount of like buttons that I have to press while I'm playing. But Exsanguinate itself and Reap are like extremely satisfying skills. So I guess it comes down to like personal choice, what you feel will be good. Another reason why I decided to go with Elementalist is because I feel as though if somehow my build ends up being a disaster, at the very least, Frost, Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice didn't get touched. I know Whispers of Infinity got like changed a little bit, but I don't think that the secondary half, like the most important part of the amulet, got changed. So if everything goes horribly awry, I'll be able to swap to Occultist and just play that build instead. I spent a lot of time this week prior to league start trying to get my time in the campaign lower. I'm pretty slow overall. I think I'm going for like 6 to 8 hours, which is like incredibly fast for me because sometimes I'm like 10 to 12 hours to get out the campaign. But it'll probably go up because it is, I don't know, the breach mechanic, breach 2, is being introduced pretty early in the campaign, and I know a lot of people are like, just ignore that until you get 2 maps, but I think I might get baited by the fact that you can actually spec into the tree and hopefully get like an early 5 or 6 link. Just from putting Graph Blood in the tree, and like maybe I can also scam my way into like an early Poet's Pen. We're hoping, so we'll see how that goes. So the reason I'm choosing Fizz Dot is because I think that it'll be very comfortable for Breach 2. I'm hoping that the monsters aren't going to be extremely overtuned at League launch. So I think that initially for me, I'm going to be planning on doing Expedition because Rog is just extremely good at helping you get some decent items. And I think that Fizz Dot itself is really good for monster wave clear. Secondary farm strat. Well, actually, I think initially I'm just gonna go Expedition, and then I always go for Kirak missions. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kirak mission is probably one of the easiest way to fill in your Atlas early. It really helps alleviate some of the issues where you're having a hard time like dropping like connected maps. You can't really say you're doing a full farm strat until you actually have all of your passives. I'm really looking forward to Asynchronous Trade. Asynchronous Trade was pretty nice in PoE 2, but I'd have to say that I'm relatively unfamiliar with PoE 2 builds, so it makes it more difficult for me to price items appropriately. But PoE 1, I have a bit more knowledge, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to logging off to go to sleep and logging in and waking up to money. I think it'll be really good. I'm really grateful that Path of Exile is doing another Support a Streamer sub event for the upcoming leagues for 2 weeks, and you guys should be able to get drops. And if you enjoy the channel on Twitch, I really appreciate it if you hit me with the 2 gift subs. But I will be streaming on Twitch every day at league start. Schedule, I normally start around 4 p.m. Eastern, but it'll probably be a little bit all over the place depending on my sleep schedule because it is league launch. I really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments what build you're planning to start and why, or if you have some secret tech on how to farm up some really good currency at the start of the league. But I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I will see you soon.